Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop, Spicy City.
Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh yeah, I framed that.
I built that.
I stained that.
I hinged that.
I built that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This
is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Good evening and welcome to Jackson Event Center for Girls High School Basketball on Aycorp Sports. Tonight, the undefeated Lady Indians welcome the one-loss defending Class 4 state champion Doniphan Donnette to town for the premier girls basketball matchup in Southeast Missouri. Alongside my broadcast partner for this evening, Mike Reeves, I am Bobby Alford. Mike, it is great to have the opportunity to work with you to bring you this great matchup.
Looking forward to working with you as well. And I know a lot of people that have listened to my voice on Aycorp, they're probably a lot more used to hearing Greg Allenson alongside me. We did 16 games from the Southeast Missourian tournament on those first 2 days for Aycorp. He has dealt with a couple of health issues here lately. He's on the mend. He's going to be fine. But with that being said, I sit here and you and I get the pleasure of watching these girls play tonight. Two of the best teams in the state of Missouri, flat out, no doubt about it. When you look at Doniphan, you got Carson Haygood and Ellie White, both of them returning all-state players, and a freshman in Bella Monahan who is doing a remarkable job. She's the second leading scorer on the team. She can flat out get it done. They got one loss this season in the Sophie Cunningham Classic in Columbia. They lost to Tipton there. The Indians, we know what they're doing. They haven't lost yet, 15 games in, and they are undefeated. Impressive wins in the Lindbergh Invitational as a 4 seed. They knocked off MICDS, who was the 1, and Francis Howell, who was the 3rd seed. They have a trio of sophomores. Yes, you heard that right, sophomores, leading a team that's 15-0, returning all-district player in Kate Deck, 6'2", Lauren Dory, and Addison Henderson. This is a premier game across not just Southeast Missouri. It's one of the best girls basketball games in the state, flat out, as you go into this one.
Yeah, and no doubt, talking about state real quick, let's run through a few state rankings and we'll jump into each team's respective districts. Right now in Class 1 girls basketball, area teams, Delta is ranked number 4 in Class 1. Also in Class 2 is number 6 Portersville, number 8 is Neelyville, number 3, Class 3 is number 5 St. Vincent, Class 4 has Doniphan ranked number 2 in the state. Class 5 has Farmington at number 2, and then in Class 6, the Lady Indians here of Jackson are ranked number 6. And Mike, if you can, run through Class 4, tell me what that district looks like, then hop over to Class 6, break down that district for us a little bit.
Doniphan, I think if you're going to take these two teams tonight, Doniphan will have the easier route through district play. If you look at what's going on there, they're going to play in Fredericktown. Dexter's there. So is Fredericktown, Kennett, and Perryville. That Class 6 district, it's going to be hosted by Coriezu. They're 14-1. They are elite. Fox, Jackson, Kirkwood, Lindbergh, Oakville, Seckman, and Ursuline Academy are in that district.
Yeah, Mike, you think real quick. Folks, we're going to take a break. We're going to have the national anthem. We will be back after that with the starting lineups here on Aycorp Sports.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
So, welcome back here in Jackson. We are set to meet our starting lineups for tonight's game. First, we will meet the Doniphan Donnettes. They will be dressed in black, trimmed in gold. And they will go like this. A senior, number 4, Lily Watkins. I'm sorry, that was wrong. That was a freshman, number 14, Adeline Abernathy. And I'm off again. I'm on the wrong one.
There we go. Now we're back on track.
They have number 2, a junior, a 5'9" guard, number 2, Carson Haygood. At 00, a 5'8" guard, a junior, Ellie White. Also a junior at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 1, Keena Kirby. Number 14, a 5'5" senior at guard, Tara Reed, and a number 22, a freshman, a 5'10" guard, Bella Monahan. They are coached by Adam Epps, assisted by Jimbo Blackwell and Tessa Johnson. And for the Jackson Lady Indians, they will go like this. Folks, I am trying to look down and get the numbers right there. A 5-foot senior, a number 12, number 4, Lily Watkins. A 6-foot sophomore, number 24, Kate Deck.
Another 6-foot sophomore, number 22, Addison.
A 6-foot sophomore, number 22, Addison Henderson.
And in the post, a 6'3" sophomore, number 21.
A 6'3" sophomore, number 21, Lauren Dory. And also a senior, number 4, Lily Watkins. They are coached by Angela Fulton, assisted by Andrew Boone and Braden Martin.
I'll tell you right now, one thing that I am going to be curious about if this game is close, and I think it has all the makings of being one. Bobby, one thing I wonder about is how will these teams react in a close game because they haven't played many. Jackson's margin of victory this year, they're averaging 66.9 points a game, allowing 29.3. Their average margin of victory better than 30 points a game at 37. Doniphan averages 65 a game, and 31 is what they allow. That's a 34-point per game margin. I don't think we see anything like that here tonight.
That was a tip. It was won by the Donnettes, and number 14, Tara Davis, come away with that one. That is White with it. She'll swing it around top as they are setting inside and out of White. Puts it on the floor, up, off the glass, and couldn't get the roll. Rebound there by number 22, Henderson. And here comes Kate Deck, who is Jackson's everything on offense. It seems like it all goes through her, Mike.
Well, she has been an elite level player, and we'll get a look at her right off the bat.
And she drains a 3 right away from downtown, and that puts the Indians up to a quick 3-0 lead. Knocked out of bounds there by Jackson, so that will stay with Doniphan.
I can tell you one thing that Adam Epps would tell you is that they didn't practice all week, leaving her alone on the right wing right there. She got the shot that she'll knock down a very high percentage of the time.
Here's Doniphan now. They'll work around the outside. You know, Doniphan runs a lot of people, run a lot of perimeter passing. They look low, but they want that open 3. If they've got it, they're going to shoot it, no doubt. They'll rotate that back around again, trying to drive. Here comes the drive, shot up. She is going to be fouled, and that will send number 1, Keena Kirby, to the line.
Probably the three-point shots just become such a weapon in the sport. It's at all levels, and if you don't shoot it well, it's hard to be elite. It's just the reality of it. You've got to be able to shoot it and make it at a high percentage to play at the highest of level.
No doubt. You see that at every level of basketball now, how important that is. That foul goes against number 4. That is Lily Watkins, her first, team first. And free throw there is off, so it stays 3-1, and rebound goes to Jackson here, and that's knocked away. Good steal by Doniphan. They'll want to drive again. And kicked off there and back out to White. They will reset. Down low, off to White again. White passed up the 3. They drive inside, cut off there again by Jackson. Good job right now by Jackson moving her feet down low and cutting off any drive Doniphan's putting up.
Yeah, there's no dribble penetrate lane at this juncture.
Spin move cut off there. White with it again. She looks down low, nothing doing. Picked up her dribble, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. That looks to go against number 23, Jayla Smith. That'd be her first, team second now.
I mean, it's hard to take away dribble, and they've done that here at the outset. They've not allowed that dribble penetrate at all.
Yeah, and there's two ways to take it. Really, one is a shot up there is missed. Jackson away with the rebound. Two ways to take away the dribble, I think, Mike, and that's number one is always move your feet, but your hands have got to be up cutting off pass lanes. But right now, Jackson's moving their feet extremely well in defense.
It's elite level defense in the first minute, 50 seconds or so.
Here's Deck with it. She's up top between the legs, showing skill in this one. Kicks it off again. Jackson now has room working against that one man-to-man. Loose ball, had to pick up a dribble. Deck picks it up, baseline jumper, won't go. Rebound there by Watkins. She'll go up. Nice move there, Mike.
Love the head and shoulder fake. Got the defender to slide out of the way and then flipped it up with the left hand and in.
Nice job breaking a press by Doniphan. That shot is just missed though there, and rebound by number 22. That is Henderson again. She's away with it. She goes coast to coast, steps inside, doesn't miss, hit, gets her own rebound, back in and a good. And Mike, we've got a timeout by Doniphan. We're going to take a 30-second break as well. We will be back here on Aycorp Sports.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Welcome back, and right now Jackson showing in the early going up 7-1. Doniphan having a little trouble finishing the shots at the rim. They've had some opportunities, just haven't finished. Jackson seems to be finishing a lot at the rim right now.
Now Doniphan started the night 0 for 3 from the field, and Jackson on the other hand 3 for their first 5. I mean, it's been a terrific look early for the Lady Indians.
Skip pass there, another one to the corner by Doniphan. Really, I don't think they're used to this kind of pressure. They haven't seen a team this good, in all fairness. And there's a nice pass down low, and that's going to be a foul, sending number 22, Bella Monahan, to the free throw line.
Well, I've heard nothing but tremendous things about the 5'10 freshman, Bella Monahan. She has put some numbers on the board as a freshman at times this year. I've had a couple of coaches that played against this team say that she was as big a threat as the All-State players were. That's a heck of a compliment right there.
No doubt. She knocks down her first free throw. That foul goes against number 22, Addison Henderson. Her first, I believe, and team third now. Jackson moving this up here. There's a loose one there. Jackson tracks it down, spin move, back up. She is fouled, and the basket. That will send number 23, Jayla Smith, to the line, and Doniphan picks up that foul there. She was fouled by number 14, Tara Davis, her first, team first now. The three-point play is converted. It's good. She got the bounce, and Jackson leads this one 10-3. Pass up court here, and Doniphan going to work. They want to go to the rim. Cut off there again by Jackson. Again, Mike, this is just a Jackson team who is cutting off. They're protecting the rim well. I don't care if you're a post player, a guard. All of these girls know how to move their feet and cut would-be layups down.
Well, they've prided themselves on defense for as many years as people can remember, and they're doing it again here.
Another one missed there, but Doniphan rebound goes to Lauren Dory, and she's off and going. Knocked away, stays with Jackson.
I know it sounds like an odd way to phrase it, but I'm sure you've heard at times people say you can't win a game in the first quarter, but you can lose one. Well, I know two teams have to play each other for that to happen, but you got to be real careful because Jackson can put numbers on you in a hurry, and they can lock you down defensively.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Jackson's got a chance here. That's up and couldn't get to fall, but she will go to the line for two. Looks like Monahan will pick up the foul, and that will send Lauren Dory to the line. Yeah, and that, what you're talking about, Mike, that was a timeout that Doniphan called. They had to cut it down there. They saw that lead growing. They wasn't playing well. We've got to stop and get refocused. But right now, Jackson just seems to have the step toward the goal on their offensive end, and they also have their feet moving on defense. Free throw made there by Dory.
Well, Jackson's been so good at all year and in recent years. They build an early lead on you, and even if you find your game, you're behind by enough, it's hard to catch up. As good as their defense is in, all of a sudden you're Doniphan, you're staring at a 9-point deficit. Normally you wouldn't be scared to death by that, but given who you're playing and how they're defending, it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, Dory knocked down both. That pushes that to the largest lead of the game, 12-3 now for the Indians. Doniphan wants to drive. Kent, that's kicked off. Monahan thought about it, didn't. Shoots there, up, doesn't go. Rebound by number 20, Rachel Berger. Just checked into the game. Deck with it off to Henderson now. She gets it inside. Dory up. She is fouled, and she will go back to the line. Well, right now, Jackson just at will. Their offense is so smooth. They're getting to the line, and Doniphan Moore seems rattled, I would say, right now, almost intimidated with this Jackson team. Look, Mike, they've got to slow down and say, you know what? We're good. We're ranked number 2 in the state Class 4 for a reason. We can play with this team.
The thing that you have to find a way to do is not let yourself mentally get too frustrated by what's going on. As Dory hits that first free throw, she'll shoot the second one here. You almost don't play scoreboard right now. Just forget where the board is. Let's just get to our game and then let the scoreboard take us where it will later. I don't think you can worry about right now being down 11.
Yeah, Dory knocks down both. And right now the full court pressure by Jackson shows up here. White works that across. Uses the screen. Well, she didn't take her screen right there, but Jackson runs through it. But Mike, she got to the screen and ran away from it.
And I think you could tell from the reaction that that's not what you were supposed to do there. You can see it in the teammates' reaction as well.
Yeah, that foul goes against number 20, Rachel Berger. That is the team foul number 4, her first. White up top. She works against Berger. White now kicks that off. They want to drive into the paint. Shot up. It's not there. They get it back, though. Corner 3 up. Off, no good. And Henderson away with the rebound. Right now, Doniphan just struggling from the floor to get anything to fall their way.
Henderson's 4th rebound already.
And that's just a step out of bounds there. Abernathy just got her heel on the line. So we've got a timeout, Jackson. Mike, we're going to take another break. We will be back here in a few in the first.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today, and let's make your dream home a reality.
Welcome back, Mike. Looking through the numbers, they don't look all that impressive right now for Doniphan.
Yeah, they haven't made a shot yet. They're 0 for 7. An odd stat for a team down 14-3. Normally, at this point in the game, Bobby, if you're down 14-3 and you're 5 minutes into the game, you're turning it over left and right. They haven't turned the ball over yet. They have no turnovers. They're just not making shots, and then they're not getting stops on the other end where Jackson's been able to put up 14 points.
Well, and now Jackson's extending that defense. They're trying to get traps in the front court and create turnovers. Haygood with it now. She's doubled. Everywhere you look, there's a double team coming. There's a tip. So Coach Fulton has now decided we're going to go for traps up top. You've got them down by 11, and they want to see if they can go for the kill shot here in the first.
And one thing you cannot do offensively now, don't let the ball get sticky. Don't let it stick on your hand. Move it quick. You're seeing it there, right, as you move it quickly around the perimeter.
Here's Haygood with it. She wants to drive, spin move. Double team, shot up, and a basket, and one. Haygood finally gets the first basket to fall at the 2:31 mark for Doniphan here in the first and sends her to the free throw line. That foul will go against number 24, Kate Deck, her first team 5th now.
Jackson, 5 team fouls and 5 different individuals.
Free throw no good, but we've got a foul going the other way now. That will go against number 14, Tara Davis. That is the team fourth. I'm sorry, that is on number 31. Riley Bowes changed that. That is her first, team fourth. That's into deck here, and now Doniphan wanted to turn up full court pressure and couldn't. Henderson with it. She'll bring it back out top. Man-to-man here by Doniphan. Berger with it, wants to drive. She is cut off. Henderson back out here to Berger. She'll work, Abernathy, I'm sorry. Now back to Berger. A nice pass down low to Abernathy on the baseline. Couldn't get it to fall. Gets her own rebound. Back up with a left and good. Adeline Abernathy just worked hard for that basket after the miss. She got her own rebound and then back up there strong with the ball. White corner three, and we've got a walk.
Bobby, you'll hear talk sometimes on a shot like that, step into a three, right? You hear that all the time. Technically, by book rule, you can't step into a three. That's a travel, and she kind of hopped into that three, and she got caught.
That she did. The move of the feet there. Here is Berger with a three of her own. Doesn't go, and that's going to be off of Jackson, I believe, of Henderson. No, that's going to be off Doniphan Haygood, so that's going to go to Jackson, or to Doniphan. So that was off of Henderson. I'm sorry. I was correct when I thought that. I thought he said white ball.
Early on three-point shooting numbers, Doniphan just one attempt. They missed it. Jackson there, 1 for 2.
Yeah, turnover there by Doniphan. Goes back to Jackson, and here's Deck. She has White working against her. Here comes the screen, and they got the double and the steal there. Away with it is Doniphan up, and that is good. Keena Kirby with the basket. Cuts the lead now 16-7. Abernathy picks it up, down to Henderson. She's got a layup coming up and good with the left, and she will go to the line for one.
They felt that double team on that sideline, immediately looked middle of the floor. That's where Henderson was. Once she caught it at that elbow left side, all she had to do then was finish the play, in which she did and got fouled and a chance for three.
That foul will go against number 2, Carson Haygood. I believe that is her first, team 5th. Henderson's free throw, nothing but net. Tara Davis now kicks it ahead. That is off Jackson, and Jackson gets it back. That is a great hustle play there by number 21, Lauren Dory. Jackson will swing it, and they've got it up top. Under a minute to work here in the first quarter. Henderson kicks that off. Deck. Three-pointer on the way and off there. White with the rebound. Doniphan with under 40 seconds to work with it now. They would like to close the lead a little bit more. There's Kirby on the drive. Shot up, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. Back out top. Haygood with it now. Works it off to White. Under 25 ticks to go here in the first, and Kirby with it up top. They will reset, likely for one shot here, Mike. Here he goes. Here's the screen. Haygood off to White. 12 seconds. They'll need to go. White dribbles. She looks down low. Nothing doing. She's got a screen for Davis. Up and off. No good. Kirby on the floor. Up. And a score. And that will be the end of one, where Jackson leads this one 19-9. We'll be back after this.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Welcome back here to Jackson. Mike, run us through some first half numbers. What do we see here?
Well, exactly what you would think would be happening when you look at the scoreboard and see a 10-point lead for Jackson. They've shot it incredibly well. They're 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, and they've taken advantage of the free throw line where they've gotten to the line and been able to make 6 of 6. Shooting for Doniphan not nearly as good. Again, they're down by 10. They go 3 of 12 from the field in the opening quarter, 0 of 2 from deep, 3 of 5 at the free throw line. Turnovers, 4 turnovers for Jackson, 3 for Doniphan.
Yeah, one area, because it goes along with the missed shots of Doniphan. Jackson, a 10-3 lead in rebounds is impressive versus Deck with the 2 there. Pass ahead, full court pressure coming. Doniphan breaks that one, and we have got a foul against Jackson. That goes against number 23, Jayla Smith. I believe that is her second now, team first of the second quarter.
Now, one thing Jackson's been able to do, too, we talked about the intense level of defense they're playing. They're doing so without committing a lot of fouls, and sometimes those tend to go hand in hand. Not tonight.
Yeah, they get after it, no doubt, on defense. They run about 7 deep into this game. There's a loose ball on the floor. There's Kirby with it. Shot up, doesn't go, and Doria away with the rebound. Boy, she has had a good night so far. Deck with it now on the floor. Kicks that off. Now the switch is Kirby on deck instead of White. Henderson kicks that off to Dory in the paint. Dory's going to go up off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound there by number 31, and that is Bradley Bowles. White pushes it up the floor now. Kicks it off here. Here's the three-pointer on the way. Hey, good. Nothing but net. And Doniphan now has trimmed that lead 21-12. Henderson across, and now Doniphan picks up pressure. They like to bring a lot of full-court pressure when they can. Didn't early on, but they've got it here. Here is all the way down. Easy basket there for Dory as she scores.
Well, for most teams, they have to be able to score to press. And they weren't scoring early where the Donnettes, well, they're starting to score a little bit now.
Here's Haygood. She works inside. She is going to have a walk called on her. Right now, the size of Dory and Deck as well, but really Dory down low, that is causing a lot of problems in the paint for Doniphan.
Well, Jackson's a legit big team with athletes. Every once in a while, you know, you've seen it, you'll get players who have size, maybe the athleticism is not there. Not the case with this group at all. Their bigs are also incredibly athletic.
Well, there's a nice looking pass there from Dory to number 14, Adeline Abernathy for the score. And we've got another timeout coming, so we're going to step aside. Back after this.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
Welcome back here. Mike, you just made a great point off air you were now talking. I thought there's times when they try to get inside the paint, Doniphan that is, has had some open shooters in the corner, and your point.
You can't see them. You're double teamed. You're constantly looking at defenders coming at you, and yeah, the players are open if you can find them. It's hard to find them when your sight lines are taken away because those double teams a lot of the time, Bobby, they're by the 6-footers and 6'2s. It's hard to see around that. This is an elite level defensive team we're watching here from Jackson, no question.
Yeah, look there. Haygood is trying to just get through the paint, but she was under constant pressure up there. It looks like she is fouled and will go to the line, but Jackson is not afraid to get up and play tight. And like we've talked about, they attack the basketball with more than one player has definitely affected the game so far from Doniphan.
Doniphan's not used to having a single-digit quarter, which they did in the first. On the season, they're averaging 66 points a game, so this is new territory for them.
Watkins picks up that foul for the Lady Indians, I believe her second now, team's second, and that's a missed free throw there. So that is Henderson with a rebound, and we've got a timeout, Jackson. We just come off a timeout. Mike, we're going to stay here, let you look through a few more numbers. Anything change what you're seeing since the first?
Well, Doniphan's found a way to get a few points on the board, but now the second part of that equation, once you fall behind by double digits early, yeah, you got to start making some shots, and now you got to start getting some stops. Right now, they're not getting those stops at the defensive end. I do think the game's leveled off a little bit. It's kind of settled in. By no stretch is Doniphan out of the game, down 12 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. But those two things, make a few more shots, and they've got to find a way to get a few stops, because right now Jackson's getting to the rim way too easy, and they're not at any juncture. I don't think that they feel pressured. Doniphan, when they've got the ball, they feel pressured. So we'll see if any of that can change over this last last half of the game, and then the 6 minutes left in this quarter.
Great point there by the always knowledgeable Mike Rees, and we've got a missed shot there. Abernathy, look, that was another look for Jackson down low. They didn't work hard to get there, Mike.
Nope, they broke the pressure, one long pass, and had what should have been 2 points on the layup. Didn't finish it, but if you can do that all night long, you're going to have incredible success.
Here's Deck off the pass, missed shot there, rebound to Monahan. Well, that's an open look that Deck usually doesn't miss, and there's a knocked away ball there. Henderson, we've got a jump ball. Again, they just jumped on her and attacked. They got the trap, the loose ball, and then jump on it and tie it up. And Jackson, 2 defenders back, so they're going to jump on this one if they can again. White will get it, and they're just going to back up and play defense now one-on-one. Berger will pick up White. Monahan with it. She'll work against Dory. To the corner, nothing going. They're just having to work around now. They're almost a trailer on defense there. I thought Abernathy was going to try to pick a pocket. Davis resets up top, and she moves it. Try to get an entry pass there, and Henderson knocked it away. Berger up to Abernathy. Abernathy, one more down to Dory. Dory sidesteps off the glass and count it. Jackson extends 27-13 now. Davis up top to Haygood. Monahan wants to go inside. She is tied down there, up off the glass. Couldn't get a squared up look at it, and Dory comes away with the rebound. Deck ahead to Henderson. They're going to push here. Henderson has it knocked away and saved by Davis. Nice play by Davis on that. And Kirby will be fouled. That foul will go against number 14, Adeline Abernathy. Her first. Team foul number 3 now.
We talked so much early about Bella Monahan and what she's done for Doniphan. This Jackson defense has kind of taken her out of the equation early. She's got 2 points and 2 made free throws, 0 for 4 from the field.
Great points there of what they've done to one of the biggest players in the area for Doniphan. And another foul against Jackson. So that's up to 14 fouls now. 4:25 to go left in the fourth. So one more in Doniphan shooting free throws. That goes against Berger, her second.
Well, free throws, Bobby, could be a way that you try to crawl back into this thing if you're Doniphan. And if you can get to the line a few times now at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, the best way to make up points is do it when the clock is stopped. And one thing I'm seeing here, too, like there's Monahan, her first basket there, she knocks that one down from the field. One thing I'm seeing is the passes from Doniphan, too, have to have a lot of air on them. They're kind of soft, looping passes because Jackson's up on them and got a hand in her face off of that pass.
And you've got size that's part of that double team, so you can't throw through it. You got to throw over it.
Here's a 3 ball from Jackson. Front rim doesn't go, and that is rebounded there by number 51, Schreimer. I hope I have that right. And here is Davis with it. Kicks around, and there's the steal by Deck. Deck is off and running, and she's going to lay it up off the glass and good. 29-15 now. Davis brings this up and off to White. Doniphan still trying to settle into an offense with Jackson all over him. Again, Mike, these are the kind of games Doniphan wants. This is what makes them better for a state run, no doubt.
Yep, it's a big game tonight. There's no doubt about it, and that's why we're here. That's why so many people want to see it. However, big picture, Doniphan's big picture is what they did last year, win a state championship in Class 4.
Yeah, no doubt. And in these games, I believe you walk away, especially the first half, no matter what the end score is, the first half you go back and say, what went wrong, what went right against a very quality team. Here's Haygood's 3, off, doesn't go, rebound Dory there. It's just a great way to learn about your team and make that final push. Here is Jackson now. Kicks it off Abernathy to the corner here. Back down to Dory. Good defensive play there by Monahan.
Well, Doniphan's lone loss this season. Talked about it coming to that Sophie Cunningham Classic. They scored 36 points. They got shut down offensively, gave up 67 and lost. This game tonight, not able to score, giving up points. It's got kind of the same theme to it, but again, you're playing two elite teams. So what does this mean big picture? We'll find out. What does it mean for the second half of the ball game today? We find out.
And there is a walk there. Good defensive stand by the Donnettes. And I think, you look at it from Doniphan's size or point of view right now, how much size have you seen like this this season? The size of these girls, now you're going to see kids as athletic, I think, if you make a state run. There's a corner three up and rims out. And rebound there goes to Jackson. That is number 3. Bannerman comes away with it.
Well, there's that look in the corner from Schrimser just a moment ago. That's the 3 they want. That's the one they're looking for. They just didn't knock it down there.
Yeah, Dory had it knocked away. She picks it back up. Deck now with it. Well, Deck just looks like a different basketball player right there. The way she handles the ball between her legs, that long skip pass there, and we've got a walk. She just has a different look to her than any girls basketball player would really be seeing this area.
Well, I always describe it as how comfortable does somebody look on the floor, and she's at home. She's completely at home in every facet of the game, whether she needs to handle it, whether she needs to play defense. She can shoot the long-range shot, the mid-range. She is what she's built to be for a reason. We're seeing all that on display here in the first half.
Yeah, last year I called the game here against Principia, and watching her, she just looks like a bigger, stronger, more knowledgeable player, more skilled to develop. And she was good last year, but she just looks like a different beast on the floor, and that's 1 year difference from that freshman to sophomore season.
Tara Davis offensive foul there, her second, and I thought in my head I wanted to see Doniphan at the half have at least 25 points offensively. Regardless what the score was of the game, they're going to have a hard time getting there the way it's going now.
Henderson, there's a good defensive stand, and that's a jump ball. White got her hand on it, and I believe that was Monahan. There's also cutting her off on the front side, so really good defense by Doniphan. Getting set for a Jackson inbound here. The inbounder looks like number 0, Aubrey Baker. Another sub coming into the game. Chloe Abernathy into the game for Jackson. Well, Jackson has run a lot of players in and out of this basketball game so far. That's inside of Dory. She works. Good job by Monahan there on defense. Deck with it up top. And she's just going to throw it into the Doniphan bench there.
That's 8 Jackson turnovers here, which we're a team that's in total control of the game at the moment, up by 14. That turnover number 8 is a bit high, but they've not allowed anything at the other end of the floor, so they can get away with the 8 turnovers so far.
Here is Doniphan, and that's going to be a walk there. Another turnover by Doniphan.
And that'll be their 9th that they've given the ball away. The difference there is you've got turnovers are nearly even, but if you've turned it over 9 and only scored 15, that feels a lot different than turning it over 8, but you've scored 29. You still feel a little bit better about yourself if you've been scoring.
The rim protection, the difference there. Jackson, 6 more shots made inside the paint, and there's a good steal there by Davis and the score. 2-point basket, and now the pressure again from Doniphan comes up. Deck says she hasn't. She'll work against Kirby. Under a minute here to go in the second quarter. Deck off to Henderson now. Dory up top. She looks, and they'll rotate back up top. Baker for 3. Yes! Aubrey Baker, the freshman, for 3, and that puts them up 32-17.
Second made 3 tonight for Jackson. They're 2 of 5.
Here's Kirby up. She loses that basketball out of bounds and goes back to the Indians with 18 ticks left. Dory to the corner to Deck. Now up to nice pass to Deck to get it across. Down to Henderson. Henderson brings it back up top, 10 seconds left. Picked up her dribble, off to Abernathy. And we've got to travel out top, so 6 seconds for Doniphan to work with. I'm sure Jackson's going to bring somebody up on the basketball here.
Yeah, but the only way you get a good shot here, I think the ball's got to come in bounds near half court. If you throw it in the back court, the way they're going to swarm you, it's going to be real hard to get a shot. The last thing that they want to allow, though, Jackson, is that long pass down court. That's not where I think Doniphan wanted it to come in.
Hey, good. Dribbles down 2-1, tries to get a shot up. She is fouled for a three-point. Oh, she's walked. They call the walk, so that will send us to the half. It's Jackson 32, Doniphan 17.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh yeah, I framed that.
I built that. I stained that.
I hinged that.
I built that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real. American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At Young Real Estate, we understand the importance of face-to-face interactions. Our experienced agents are here to listen to your needs and personalize your home buying or selling experience. But we also recognize the power of technology. Young Real Estate offers virtual showings, allowing you to explore properties from the comfort of your own home. Young Real Estate, where technology meets a personal touch. Your dreams, our expertise. Contact us today and let's make your dream home a reality.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Please pass the hot sauce. No, none of that watered down ketchup. Give me the heat.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Next stop,
Spicy City. Helping spicy grandmas and everybody else.
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We are your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Back here at halftime of the Jackson-Doniphan game, the Lady Indians lead the Lady Donnettes 32-17 in what has been a dominated game by Jackson here in the first half. Folks, real quick, this weekend coming up on Aycorp Sports, we have the final night of the Stoddard County Tournament on Wednesday night. Then Saturday, the Charleston six-man shootout takes stage. That all starts at 10 o'clock, ends at 5:30. We'll hit the games later on. Mike, you've got some numbers we're going to run through from the first half.
In that first half, Jackson from the field, they were 12 of 21 for 57%. Doniphan made just 32% of their shots. They were 6 of 19 from three-point land. 5 attempts for the Lady Indians. They made 2 of those. 1 of 5 from deep for Doniphan. At the free throw line, Jackson 6 attempts. They made them all. 4 of 7 at the line. That's a 57% clip for Doniphan. Rebound advantage, you mentioned it earlier, was headed Jackson's way, and it still is, 13-7. Turnovers are even at 10 apiece. Leaders individually, we'll get to those as well. Addison Henderson's got 7 points, as does Kate Deck to lead the way for Jackson. Balanced scoring attack with Lauren Dorey scoring 6. 4 points for Adeline Abernathy. Aubrey Baker's got 3. Lily Watkins has 2. Jayla Smith also with 3. Doniphan Haygood has 6. 5 points from Kenna Kirby. They got 4 from Bella Monahan and 2 from Tara Davis. But when I look at those numbers, especially on the Doniphan side, and I know what they've done all year, we talked about they average better than 65 a game. Those numbers we're looking at are not the numbers that they've been putting up all year. But, I mean, I'm with you. I don't think that they're going to play many people that can defend as well as this Jackson group does. And with the size that Jackson brings, I think that's been the determining factor through the first 16 minutes. We'll see if they got something they can do that'll flip the script in half number 2.
Yeah, and look, they have been held to single digits for 2 quarters in a row now. That doesn't happen to Doniphan. I think their head coach, part of the message is, look, girls, we hadn't played good, and you know what? That half of basketball now is over, and it'll never be again. Let's come out and play our brand. What we do, let's put pressure on the ball. Let's move well. Let's move the ball better offensively. You know, you talk about it getting sticky, so it's gotten sticky a little bit. Let's move it, kick it, because I watched film on them before this game this weekend. I watched film on Doniphan. They will drive and kick, move, get open shots. You're open from 3, you try to close out. They dump low. They haven't done that very well tonight, Mike. I think they've got to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the fact they only took 5 three-pointers in that opening half. Now, part of that, they did turn it over 10 times, and they couldn't find the open shooter. You mentioned it at one juncture. There are girls open, but with the double team and the hands in your face, and they're not able to find those open shooters. But This group from Doniphan is going to shoot 20-plus threes a game. That's going to be their MO. That's typical.
And they've only shot 3.
And they've not been able to and they've not even been able to squeeze off the 3, much less make any percentage of them. How much of that can change in the second half? I guess that's what we find out over these next 16 basketball minutes.
Yeah, and in Jackson right now, I think their message is, girls, you're playing great. Just stay on the attack, and let's push this thing even further here in the second half. White will start out with it here up top. She gets into the lane and loses the basketball there and out of bounds on Jackson. That ball just kind of come off behind White and went behind her. She wasn't trying to go behind her back. I just think off the dribble maybe it caught her hand wrong and just kind of come off behind her and then off Jackson. They wasn't expecting it. Inside, and Haygood is fouled. She will go to the line of 2. So immediately right off that, I love that. They're trying to score off the inbound.
Well, most coaches that I've talked to over the years, they will tell you the inbound play from under your offensive basket is a set score play. You ought to be able to score off of it, and we saw them run that to perfection there and get to the free throw line, but not convert on the first one.
Yeah, that foul goes against number 23, Jayla Smith, her 3rd. And Coach Blankenship at Risco, coaches the boys, Brandon Blankenship, he had told me a couple years ago, I asked him at a halftime or during the game at the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, how many scores do you think you should have off that? He said, I think I should have, maybe up to 8 a game off an inbound. And there's Henderson, a wild shot, wouldn't go, Haygood rebound. And I think the point of that is Deck gets that back on a steal and a basket. I think the point of that is that how efficient you need to be in the opportunities in the game to score on that inbound pass off the glass. Monahan fires a 3 up and doesn't get the roll. Henderson gets the rebound and away with it. Quick empty possession there for Doniphan, and Jackson back with it in her hands. They're up 34-18. Henderson now to Deck. She has Kirby working against her here. She spin moves her to the lane, up and doesn't get it to fall, gets her own rebound, and she will be fouled by Davis.
But even though the shot doesn't fall, that move is what you talked about a little bit in the first half, just the ability to do things on the floor that you just don't watch everybody do.
Yeah, that was Davis's 3rd foul, and now we've got a travel by Deck, so turnover goes back to Doniphan. White gets it in and back to her. Really, Jackson had the full court press going early on. They just played man-to-man, walked it up that time. Kirby passed on that corner 3. That's a shot we talked about it. And she had a chance to fire that one, and didn't. Does that become, there's a shot up with the left, doesn't go. Does that become a point of confidence now in this game? When
I wonder because that's one you normally squeeze the trigger on.
Yeah, and Dory just lost that one out of bounds. But again, that's where Doniphan can't let a game clear down. Don't let it get in your head. Hey, you still are who you are. Shoot the basketball. Here's Davis with it up top. Off to Kirby as she looks. A lot of full evaluation. They're trying to work it inside to Monahan if they can as she slips and falls. Loose ball on the floor. And Dory's got it, and now we're going to have a jump ball. That will go to the Indians there.
The thing that's concerning, if you're Doniphan, not just what the score is on the board, but you haven't had any stretch of this game. And I'm talking about, even a minute stretch where you've really been efficient in executing your offense. And so it's hard to think, how would you come from 16 down if you can't convert and execute at any juncture?
Henderson off of that corner 3, and Abernathy cleans it up and will go to the line and be fouled by Davis. That's going to be Davis's 4th. That is not on Davis. That goes against Haygood. So the board has 14, and I thought 14, but the PA says Haygood. So the board shows 14 and 4 fouls.
I'm rolling with that.
That's one I had on that as Abernathy knocks that down.
I'm going to trust my eyes
They
there.
did change it there to Davis. So that will bring in number 3, Haley Epps, into the game now. Abernathy's 2nd. It is good as well. Here is Haygood with it as she comes up the floor. Inside, up with the right, and gets the roll there and gets them back on the board. 36-20 now on this one. I'm going to guess, Mike, she's got either a cousin or a brother over there. Corey Haygood and Doniphan, fine basketball player as well. He is a senior over there for the Hunter Dilbeck's Doniphan's boys team. There's a long three up. It is off, doesn't go, and rebound goes to Haygood. She pushes the floor up and just out of the reach there, and a turnover going back to Jackson.
Third turnover of the quarter, 13th of the game. And again, no ability to chop into that deficit from a Doniphan perspective. And Jackson really has just kind of taken a lead and kept it right there, added a point or two to it. But throughout the course of the game, that 14-3 lead they had early set the tone for everything.
Yeah, nice play by Epps there on defense. What would have been an easy basket for Jackson, she is able to punch that out and get the turnover going their way. And Mike, I believe right now, Doniphan, not only are you looking for one good half-court set, you need to string together a couple in a row, and they just can't seem to get there on that comfort level. There's Epps' a shot up, and she gets the fall in a row. Her first basket of the game. 36-22 to now. This is Watkins with it. That is off to Deck. Deck all the way into the paint, and was just lucky to get that one back as Jackson now turnover to White. Now up to and out of bounds there. That was Schrimsher, and she just could not get that one to stay in her possession.
Well, the third quarter, the first 3.5-ish minutes of it, have been very sloppy on both ends of the floor. There really nobody has gotten much of anything going. Now, if you're one team that's going to be happier with that than the other, Jackson entered the quarter with a big lead of 15. If it's going to be a little sloppy, that team can withstand it a little more than the one that wants to rally.
And at this point, I haven't seen Doniphan still get an easy shot. They haven't been able to square up very well. Well, the close one there for Dory, almost a walk on that as she rode over. They hadn't been able to square up the basket very well against Jackson's defense. Watkins off. Dory fires a three. No, doesn't go. Rebound. What a play down there between Deck and Kirby as Deck comes away with the rebound. They have been fun to watch. They have matched up quite a few times tonight, offensively and defensively. And here's Deck on the drive. The shot, she's got the push. Yep, she extended the full arm right there. And that's an easy call for an official. When that arm goes straight and you're driving, they're going to call that foul.
That's about as well as you defend her. Right there. That's making her work. Got a little frustrated. Couldn't gain any separation off the dribble. And I agree with you. That arm extended, that made that an easy call.
Yeah, that was Deck's second of the game, team's second. Kirby now evaluates, picks up her dribble. Haygood drives baseline, steps inside, up off the glass. Nice move there as Carson Haygood gets the score. Lead trimmed down to 12. And Deck again, you just don't see it very much behind the back. She is some kind of fun to watch handle the basketball. Kicks that off Dory in the corner here. Nice screen, and we've got a foul on the floor. Trying to see who they called that one on. That looks like that goes on number 22, Bella Mohan. That is her third now.
I didn't see much there to call, but.
Oh, there's a step back jumper from Deck. Oh, nice rebound there. That is Berger coming in to clean that up. She has fouled and will go to the line. I think maybe she pushed her way through that screen on the screen, but she must have used the hands to push.
That had to be what they saw. They had a lot better look at it and angle than I had on it.
Berger's shot up, doesn't go. She will have another.
That is the fourth personal on the freshman Monahan.
So she will sit now, and that is their biggest size they had experience-wise, too, coming out of the game. Berger's second on the way. She sinks that and pushes lead 37-24 now. Here comes a full court pressure of the Indians. Back. White works it up. Haygood takes it to the center of the floor, and now they kick it off. Good job of Haygood working at the middle of the floor. Here is Kirby up, and she couldn't get that to fall loose, and they Nice rebound there by Schreemster. And all the way across, and that's a long pass. Lucky to get it back. Corner three up, doesn't go. Rebound by Kirby back up, doesn't go. And Kirby now, I think Kirby's foot was on the line as that ball was loose.
Doniphan from three-point range, now 1 of 7. Again, they've been a good three-point shooting team this year. Not so tonight. Haygood's made the only 3. She's 1 of 2. The rest of the team hasn't connected yet.
Yeah, and that's a big part of their game. The shot they need to be able to hit. Kicked off here. One thing I would guess to say is there's a pass outside Baker. I'm going to think that Dory now trying to drive inside, gets a shot up, and what a nice job elevating well there by Dory. I'm going to think maybe the backdrop is a lot different here, Mike. I think that gym is smaller over at Doniphan. You're seeing that when you've got a deeper backdrop, your depth perception changes some. That could be affecting the shot a little bit from Doniphan. I don't know, but, I know my eyes would.
And add to that those 6-footers and 6'2s that are in your face all night trying to shoot that 3. It's been an impressive defensive performance, no question. And I know the folks from Doniphan are going to say, now listen, we're better than this. Yes, their defense has been real good, but we're not doing what we're capable of. Well, maybe it's going to take a combination of those two things. But Jackson defensively is an impressive group.
I would agree. I mean, I do think there's Kirby. She goes the line, baseline is fouled. I'm going to say Doniphan's better than this because the way they've shot the 3, this is not normal out of them. On any given night, they're going to have a lot more 3s knocked down of this. Kirby to the line, and number 22, Addison Henderson, picks up that foul, her second. Well, you kind of get to looking up and down this lineup for Jackson. They start 3 sophomores. They've got a freshman in Abernathy that's come off the bench, another freshman and another Abernathy come off the bench. Baker, a freshman, has played, and there is a foul there. And also Bannerman, a freshman. They've got a lot, and I do mean a lot of youth on this team. This team is stacked to make a run for a long time.
When you're 15-0 and you've got that many underclassmen that are contributing big minutes and big numbers, that's a nice sign for years to come.
And Dory, nice. She got the bump there in the room and up off the glass and a score. 41-25 now. White kicks it inside to Mohannon. Up, shot is good. Much needed basket there for Doniphan as Watkins walks this up.
Interesting, too, that Monahan stayed in the game with what I had as her 4th personal foul a moment ago.
Well, she did come out, and then they brought her right back in a few minutes later, or maybe a few seconds later by the clock.
The thinking can always be there. We've got to have her on the floor.
Nice pass down right there. Nice cut through the lane by Dory and the score. She is up to 14 in the contest. Haygood off to White as she passes through. Kirby now in the lane. Nice pass there to Monahan as she is fouled. That will go against number 4. That is Watkins, her 3rd. Team 4th. Monahan has it here. Haygood looking to drive. She tries to back her person down, and that's just stolen away. 4 Indians right there around her, and that's just one there. She's got to feel that pressure coming.
It's been very difficult for them tonight to recognize when that double team is coming. How long do I keep it? When do I get rid of it? It's been very difficult for them to make that decision and make the right decision.
And I will say this about Jackson. They read it well.
Yes.
When they see that person trying to back down, if your head doesn't stay on a swivel, they attack. Davis on the inbound here. They'll look to get it inside. Monahan has it up top. Kirby now with it. They back it out, start their offense. Davis also playing with 4 fouls. They've got 2 on the floor, 4. Monahan back across. Davis for 3. No, doesn't go. Rebound there by Dory. And we've got a foul. That may be the 5th. We're going to see who they get. If that is Monahan, that will be all. And it is. Her night will end here with 11 seconds left in the 3rd. And I would say anybody would tell you for her it has not been her standard game as she fouls out of this one.
Finishes with 6 points, 1 rebound from the field. She went 2 of 7. Free throw line 2 of 2. She averages 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. Finishes this one with 6 and 1.
Yeah, definitely not the standard she plays by as Dory hits that free throw there.
Dory perfect at the free throw line in this one, now 5 for 5.
Yeah, 15 points a game. She has been as impressive as anybody Jackson's had. You know, she cuts the lane well. She's handled the ball out top, coming down the floor a time or two. Just a really, really nice player. Uses her body well around the rim, too, there. That possession retained by Jackson. As Kate Deck checks back into the game and Baker to inbound. Play into Dory here. She goes all the way around, just uses the right hand, misses, couldn't finish at the rim there. Rebound by number 24, that is Freeman Bates. And no shot off, so that is the end of 3. It's Jackson 44, Doniphan 27.
Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back, folks. This week at the Sykeston Fieldhouse on Bulldog Nation Network, the girls will be back in action on February the 4th, hosting the Dexter Lady Bearcats. On February the 6th, the Bulldogs will welcome the Poplar Bluff Mules. Both games are SEMO conference matchups. Join Aiden Christian and Matt Tanner for all the action over on the Bulldog Nation Network, pushed and powered by Aycorp Sports. Mike, we're back. Third quarter, again, you know, Jackson's able to work a big lead there. That they just extend their lead now 44-27.
Well, for the first time, Doniphan got to double digits in the quarter, scoring with 10, but they couldn't do anything to chop into the lead. They saw it expand by 2 more, and they saw Monahan foul out.
Haygood misses one at the rim there, and Dory another rebound. Watkins pushes the floor. Henderson gets that off and almost got away from Jackson. They get it back. Drive baseline, reverse layup, doesn't go, but we've got a foul, and that will send number 23, Jayla Smith, to the line.
You talk about Dory with another rebound. That was her 6th. That's a team high along with Addison Henderson. They each have 6, and Dory with those 15 points. She has been incredibly impressive in this one.
First free throw miss there, and something, you know, Jackson hasn't done a lot of is missed free throws. They were 10 of 12 in this game before that one. Smith misses both, and White gets the rebound there. She pushes ahead, and that is stowed there by the free throw attempter, Smith. That's a good job of getting back. She didn't stand around and watch after the missed free throw. She got back on defense, and she come away with the steal. Tara Davis comes away with a steal of her own as she's pushing the other way now for Doniphan.
Each team 16 turnovers.
Davis missed a shot, got her own rebound, back out top. Haygood a 3, no, doesn't go. Rebound to Deck, and we've got a foul. That goes against White. Maybe just her first. That is her first. Team's second now of the quarter. Dory to inbound, and a full court pressure, and a trap comes, and they get out of it. There's Dory again, handling the ball, coming up the floor, clears. Back to a man-to-man as White works against Watkins. Addis Smith brings it back out top, and that's going to be the 5th foul on Davis. So now Doniphan will work with 2 starters out of this basketball game.
Well, if you're playing with a fourth foul at the start of the fourth quarter, that's not the kind of foul you want to commit. You were almost begging to have that one called on you. She was very aggressive, a couple of reaches, and you almost had to make the call when you did. Davis fouls out of this one with 2 points. She was 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, did have a rebound. She averages 6.5 a game, and tonight just 2. It's been kind of that kind of night for Doniphan.
That it has. And, those kind of fouls, if you've got 0 or 1, you can play pretty loosely and get after a player. But, not with 4, because that will end your night in a hurry, as it did.
Well, it just almost left no choice for the official but to call it. I mean, and I get it. It's really aggressive. You're trying to force turnover. You're down by 17. There's a lot you're trying to do there. But when it's the foul that puts you on the bench for the night, you hate to have it happen that way.
Henderson kicks that corner 3 up by Watkins. Doesn't go. Rebound there by Haygood. She'll push the other way. Ahead to White. White all the way down and is cut off there. Good job by Dory. She gets down the floor and cuts off White where she couldn't get to the rim for a layup. I have been super impressed by the Lady Indians and the way they run the floor. They play defense so hard. Forget the offense. The way they play defense is quite impressive. There's another missed 3 there for Doniphan as Watkins gets a rebound. And we've got a jump ball.
Doniphan's upcoming schedule. They're at Dexter coming up Thursday. They've got the Ozark Foothills Conference Tournament the week of February 7th. Twin Rivers, St. Vincent still on the schedule. St. Vincent's having a really good year. They go to Kennett and play Notre Dame to wrap up their regular season.
There's Deck with it, and here's Watkins coming up the floor. She was tied up there, and that's just a good job on defense and turnover. And here's White coming the other way now. Up with the left, and a bucket there by White.
She averages 9.5 a game and just scored her first 2 of this one.
Yeah, that makes it 44-29 now as they will correct that on the board here. She's right on the screen, wrong on the board, and there it is. We've got a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Mike, a little nearer. You worked the SEMO basketball tournament up at Cape with us. Tell us a little bit more about your history coming in, how you got to Aycorp Sports coming in to join us, because we're going to see more out of you this year.
Oh, without a doubt. Hopefully at least 2 or 3 more opportunities. I've spent most of my career in the Farmington and Park Hills area, radio station in Park Hills, KFMO. Spent 35 years there. Greg Allen and I, who did that Southeast Missourian tournament, the first 2 days of it, we've worked together for over 20 years and got out of that business for a while and found out that there were some streaming options and some companies. Aycorp was right at the top of the list, and I've known Philip Britt, who's part of the organization, since he was seriously a toddler. We were basically next door neighbors. We lived 2 houses apart, and I found out he was part of the group, so I got in touch with him, and I'm like, I've done radio broadcasting for a very long time. So as Greg, I said, if you've got any openings and spaces that you might want us to be involved, and sure enough, it worked out. So it's a bit of a drive to get to these games that are in the southeast part of the state, but great outfit to be working for with Aycorp, and thrilled to have the opportunity.
Yeah, we are glad to have you along. It's really interesting. So the first person you contacted was within Aycorp was Philip Britt.
Yep.
The first phone call I got once Aycorp had bought White C, Philip Britt.
So,
of course, I am a holdover. There's very few of us still a holdover. I'm a holdover from White C, been with Aycorp since it started. But, yeah, no doubt, first call I had, and there's a 3-pointer miss there by Henderson, shot back up. And that is a basket there by Jayla Smith as she scores.
So there's our tie-in right there from Philip Britt.
No doubt, first one. Here is Doniphan back with the basketball as Kirby works. Inside, they look for somewhere to go. It's off. 3-pointer on the way from Epps, and that is off, no good. Rebound by Haygood, back up off the glass and good. And that's going to take us to a timeout. We're going to step aside as well. We will be back here in Jackson in a few.
At First State Bank and Trust, protecting your money is easy. You don't have to bury it in the backyard or hide it under the mattress or stash it in your cabinets. With FSBT, your money is safe, secure, and always within reach. Choose your local and trusted bank for more than 90 years. First State Bank and Trust.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Welcome back here. Jackson leads 46-31. 5 minutes to go for the left in this one. Mike, anything to look at here?
The only thing that you're going to take a little solace out of from a Doniphan perspective, no question in terms of the level of compete has been there throughout the thing. They didn't fall behind and then just kind of lay down, let it go. This fourth quarter, I think they're competing as hard as they have all night. They've actually shaved a couple of points off of the Jackson lead. I don't think there's any threat at this juncture of them making a comeback and being able to win a game, but they're playing hard after falling behind. And in that game that they lost this year, that deficit just continued to balloon on them. They've been able to kind of stem the tide here a bit.
Wow, nice shot by Henderson. She drives the baseline well and gets that up, and she will go to the line for one. She is a kid who stood out to me last year when this game. I may have talked about that. She played a really nice game last season in the contest we covered. And again tonight, she has shown some very nice skills. She's up to 7 in the game. Now 8 is a sunk free throw there. So her night just continues to improve. Loose on the floor there. Haygood, that is loose. She's got it, and it's going to be tied up jump ball. Possession there stays with Doniphan.
Talked about Doniphan's upcoming schedule. Jackson, they go to Poplar Bluff Thursday. They play at Principia this year. Notre Dame at home, Saxony Lutheran at home. A Koryezu Academy matchup on the 21st. They still have Dexter and Hazelwood West left before their Class 6 District 1 tournament. That district is in Koryezu this year, by the way, and Koryezu currently 14-1. So you got a feeling the top 2 seeds will meet a little bit later in regular season play.
Yeah, and this is no doubt, quality teams. Jackson wanted this game, too, against Doniphan as well. I think everybody in the area wanted it, but, this is a challenge game for Jackson, they felt like, coming in. White with it now. She wants to drive, kicks to the corner. There is Kirby inside, up with the right, and missed a shot, but she will go to the line for 2. That's a little bit more of the offense we're accustomed to from Doniphan Singing, I think. When I watched on film this weekend, the drive, the kicks, the opportunities come right there. Hasn't been there for most of the night, but a good job there on their offense. That foul goes against number 4, Lily Watkins, her 4th.
And you wonder a little bit, has the intensity defensively ramped down just a tad from Jackson? Maybe they're not as intense on the defensive end as they were when they were building the big lead. But we are seeing Doniphan have some solid half-court sets, whereas coming into this fourth quarter, they really didn't have they had a handful of good half-court sets.
Yeah, I feel like if the defensive intensity has slowed any from Jackson, it's very little. You still got basically all starters on the floor. I think one sub in right now, but yeah, no doubt they are working these girls as best they can because these are good players they're facing right here. Dory up again from the shot miss there. That rebound went to number 24, Bates. It's not every game Jackson gets to come out and work against this strong of competition, and I think Coach Fulton, she wants to work her girls as hard as she can, no doubt.
Well, we talked earlier about the point differential this season with these two teams. They just don't get that opportunity to be challenged a whole lot. Each team with a better than 30-point per game margin of victory.
A nice ball movement there. White kicked that to the corner. They just couldn't get the ball to fall. And again, that's another play that you customly see from Doniphan, the drive, the kicks. No basket on it as they fire this one away here from Jackson. Nice cut and shot up, and she has fouled. Beautiful cut right there. She come off that screen into the paint. Nice vision by Henderson to hit her, and that will send Jayla Smith to the line for 2. Foul goes against number 3. That is Haley Epps, her first, team second. Back rim doesn't go there for Smith on the first. Shrimpshire checks back in. 4 Fs for the Donnettes.
Smith made her first free throw tonight that has missed 3 in a row, trying to break that string right there.
And she does. And that was telegraphed, and a good job there by Deck. Pass telegraphed, and she was just able to step right up with her arms up there, knock that down. She is fouled, and it looks like she will be on her way to the line now here. Two shots on the way for Deck, and that foul goes against number 2. That is Carson Haygood, her 4th.
Well, Jackson, after being 6 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half, they've struggled here in the second half. They've gone 5 of 9.
That gets that to fall there, so gets her up to, I believe, 10 points in the game now.
2 players for Jackson in double figures. Dory with 15 and now Deck with 10. Haygood, the only Doniphan player to reach double figures. She's got 13.
Boy, that is just pressure again from Jackson. Calls that pass go right to the sideline. Nothing really Shrimpshire could do there. I mean, she was already leaning over the line as she was trying to grab that one.
Hey, what you get a game, though, that it's an 18-point deficit and a margin that you're dealing with, and each team equal in turnovers. That would be a number that would surprise you. Normally the team down 18 has a bad turnover differential margin. In this game, they've each turned it over 18 times. I think both coaches would like to see that cleaned up somewhat.
And I think when the turnovers are this nice cut there again, and that Smith, boy, a hard bump. She didn't get the call there. Here's ahead to Irby all the way up, and Kirby to miss the shot there, and Dory the rebound, kicks it back in, and Baker's away, and we've got a foul. Yeah, I think when the turnovers are fairly even in the game, and you look at the scoreboard and you see separation like this, that just tells me how much better the defense is on one team than the other, just the way the Jacksons played.
Now, shooting percentages have been tilted far in favor of Jackson pretty much all evening long.
Baker to the line here for 2. Rattles the first home. Baker for the second. That is good as well, and that puts Jackson up now by 20, 53-33. Kirby turns that over, and Deck comes away with it now. Deck would just walk it up. Kicks that off, and Smith with it all the way across the deck again. Looks like they're going to run a little clock. And that is a touch foul up top on Epps. Folks, while I've got a minute, our crew for tonight's game, cameras Matthew Holman, Matthew Williams, and Stephen Badler. Graphics by Cooper Knight. Switcher is Josh I. Stats, Philip Britt. Mike Reeves, myself on the call, and Deck the missed free throw.
And what a job that the crew here does. They are fantastic. The hours that they're putting in, getting to the facilities early, making sure that the video that you're getting is crisp and clean. They do a great job.
Yeah, we get to work with a wonderful crew. There's a loose ball there on the floor as we've got a jump ball. The crew is absolutely outstanding, phenomenal. Personalities is great. You couldn't ask for better people to be around daily in this business of Aycorp Sports. We've got a timeout by Jackson. We're going to step aside one more time as well. We'll be back after this to finish the last minute 40 in this game here from Jackson.
Built by us.
I inspected that.
Oh, yeah, I framed that.
I built that. I stained that.
I hinged that.
I built that.
I inspected that.
I bought that. I loaded that.
All of this crafted with personal pride. Built by us.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
We are back here in Jackson. Indians inbounding that basketball there. All the way out to Deck for three. No, doesn't go. Dory another rebound. Back up off the glass and good. Dory just keeps scoring in this game.
17 points, 9 rebounds.
There's a push foul against the Indians. Folks, we have coming up the CMO Sports Zone with Drew and Dave. Our podcast is focused on basketball. Every Monday, join Andrew Moore and David Jenkins for insight into local high school basketball and maybe some other subjects. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and to see them as well as hear them on the CMO Sports Zone YouTube channel. Technical foul now, and Deck will step to the line to shoot those. Her first up and good. Also upcoming on Aycorp Sports this Saturday at 10 o'clock we have Richland versus Clarkton. At 11:30 Bernie versus New Madrid. 1 o'clock Leopold versus Cairo, Illinois. 2:30 Woodland versus Van Buren. 4 o'clock the Cape Central Meridian, Illinois game. And at 5:30 Charleston versus Hazelwood Central. So a lot of action coming up. Also, not tomorrow night. Actually, Wednesday night, we're going to finish up the Stoddard County tournament. That's going to be third, fourth place game. There's a lot of action. Check our webpage for all the action. Third and fourth place game will be Dexter and Woodland in that game. That was a closely contested game. Dexter should have won that game probably earlier this year. Woodland walked away with it, though. And then also championship will be Bernie versus Puxico. Last time they played, Mike, Landon Burchard dropped 50 points in that game. I was there with James Hodges for the call, and that kid just put on a performance.
He has put up some numbers, though, but nothing like that. And what a tournament that's been. Weather delayed, although it may be, they're a really good tournament. That third-place game is a great matchup. You just wonder what the intensity level is in a third-place game when both teams really thought they, could have been playing in a championship.
There's the made free throw there, but hey, good. I think that's going to be different because each team plays tomorrow night as well. So it's almost like another regular season basketball game, not a tournament. Now, the other two teams want a championship, a little different feel, but the third place game probably feels more like a regular season matchup, I'd say. Ben's back into that routine.
Yeah, because it's an odd situation to not play for a while due to weather. 5-second violation will be the 20th turnover for Jackson here tonight. It's odd when you get weather that plays into tournament week because you have to make so many adjustments, and the tournament being wrapped up on a Wednesday, obviously not the original plan.
Haygood with it up top. She works. Here is Kirby. Cut off there. Haygood works inside the paint. Up. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Henderson. And Deck will walk this up with under 50 ticks now to go. Kirby guarding her up top. Nothing but clock ticking. Jackson trying to just wear down the seconds on this one as we're down to 30 now left in this contest. Smith, and she's going to be fouled, and that will send her to the line. Folks, if you've enjoyed the broadcast, you want to see more of Aycorp Sports for those who haven't done much there. On the YouTube channel, if you hit that like button and turn on your notifications, when a game is about to start, upcoming events, you'll be notified of all that as we're about to go live. Hit that subscribe button there on YouTube and then turn on your notifications. It'll all come straight to your phone. Be sure to hit us a like on Facebook as well. Follow that. You'll get all the pictures from the games coming up after that. See those. Any of the highlights we have come through after the game and the game as well. If you want to find a quick deal on Facebook, you're looking through there, click on that. You'll see links to it. All those things can be found. If you hit that like button, you'll find us there and follow along at Aycorp Sports. Haygood back to the line as well here. Free throw up and good.
I enjoy the fact that the games are available for a full replay after they're done. I love being able to go back and look at some of them and maybe find some things you didn't see the first time around.
No doubt. I tell you, a lot of people, you look at those things and replays, and those numbers, when you look on YouTube, just continue to grow. People watching the game live and then go back and watch the replays on it. Deck with it up top. Works that off, closing seconds of this game here. Baker will kick it off to Henderson, and then there's Dory, who has had a fantastic night. And last seconds, Baker has it, and that will do it here in Jackson. The Lady Indians take this one 57-37 over the Donnettes, and we're going to give Mike just a few more seconds here to total up the scores as this one goes final. Jackson, again, they just do everything they needed to do coming into this game, winning this one. Doniphan didn't have their night. We would all agree this is a much different team than we saw here tonight. They're a good group, no doubt. They're going to give teams fits. Just didn't have their night tonight on the hardwood. And tough loss for them. They're going to regroup, and they'll be right back in action, I believe, Thursday night. They've got a big game coming up there as well they'll want to get after. And the Indians, I mean, hey, they look like a state contender, no doubt, in this game as they finish off the Donnettes here.
Final shooting numbers, we'll look at what we saw from Jackson first. 19 of 40 from the field, 47% clip, not bad. Just 2 of 11 from three-point range. They were 17 of 27 from the free throw line. Doniphan, we talked about it all night long. It was a rough go. They ended up 12 of 40 from the field, from the three-point line. They went 1 for 12. They won't do that again this year. You would almost feel pretty confident in saying. Free throw line, they went 12 of 17. Jackson out-rebounded them 30-17. Turnovers, we talked about it, was an issue for both teams all night long. Doniphan ended up with 20 and Jackson with 19, but really from the opening tip, Bobby, this thing belonged to Jackson. They bolted out to the 10-point lead before anybody got settled into their seats here. I keep remembering 14-3 and thinking they better find out how to get it corrected quick, they being Doniphan. And it never got closer than that 14-3. It just stayed somewhere between 11, 12, and up to 20 at this juncture. The better team on the floor tonight did win the basketball game. Jackson's a real good team. Be curious if they played 4 or 5 times what the outcome would be. But I love what I saw from Jackson tonight. Doniphan's got an awful lot ahead of them. They're still a state caliber team and a team that has a chance to repeat as state champs. We'll see how they do moving down the road.
Yeah, I think a statement for Doniphan, get comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And that's talking about the pressure, the size coming at you Jackson brought. There are other losses this year, getting blown out with that. Just a bigger team. Again, being able to get comfortable and figure out how to move, how to play in those kind of type situations, that may be their biggest focus. It's not going 1 from 12 from 3. They're not going to shoot that. I mean, right. That part of it, they're a better team at. Getting comfortable, not making those mistakes of turnovers, letting the game kind of creep in on you in the pressure. Big area, I'd say, for them. And, man, Jackson, I mean, the sophomore attacks they had from Dory and Deck tonight, no denying this team is loaded.
They are legit. I don't know what the future holds for them. Class 6 is such a bear. It is so tough to win in Class 6. But this group has the capability of making noise at the state level. And I think it's really funny to think ahead. Let's go into March sometime. Doniphan makes a great run state and win the state championship or not. They win a district. They get to state play. Let's say all that happens again. Nobody's going to remember what happened here tonight. It's not going to be. It's just going to be, hey, that was a game that got us there. I'm really curious where both teams end up. And because I had a chance to look at them tonight, I'll be following them a little closer, even knowing what they've got down the road. And we'll see when we get into March where these two teams end up. But I think they're both going to end up in great shape. They're both good basketball teams.
No doubt they are. Both state-ranked teams, as they will surely stay in the state rankings in their respective classes as they will move along in their season. Final night here again from Jackson. The Indians 57, the Donnettes 37. For myself, Bobby Alford, for Mike Reeves, saying good night and God bless from Jackson, Missouri.